Siempre saya dunia bercerita tak ada retalan. Baru akademi awe yuk koglana ke shaniana research paper. Baru ke batu para. Bata boya tapu tu malo lani pada serta tak kuat ayah hiduma. Tapu tu malak pun serta ki. Lada malo tu ko sathola apa luya luya nak kini utikidate apa pun po amethyst kan. Akini pasimna to malani hipa. Tasag tola paka malu to ko. Na methodology mitamina ki tala hello lola. Shai ponya na kini mita milipur pila akamasa pala ta malu gugadir pagoro. Tapi to malani hipa pala bakutir pala aga duoton lipo lepo la baka malu raro umutotolo na tita kapla la patam malu puri nimi pata katuro pati paragala ta katu pako umuto tolo la tatinya na no ta ena plina no porque soba puru fu amethes awe ta mu la ta so tolo mege la ubuni tamalo mege la ta pita mami le hipo sa kodo sure later orki ala wele nasupu panamo tamalo mato kela kasaya kodo huro pueko are la kapo wala cream kinalo amen. So today will be our last class, and so I want to do some revision on what we have learned. I'm going back to sharing screen. So far we have done until today is the 20th, and we're going to talk a little bit about research process, and then I'm not going to the detail. I was just going to show you the book, and then we're going to say a few words on the process, and then I think we're going to conclude with that. Did you have time to do the activities for each one? Like
I haven't finished yet. Sorry.
No, that's all right. You can do it next week. We still have one more week, so can do it next week. So we have this month is the last, like the 30th will be the last day of the class, right?
Me.
So I think I have written September the 25th, but you can do it until the 30th. That's all right with me. And so I think we're going to do a research process today, and that's it. And for the style, instead of doing 10, 10, 10, you can do 5, 5, 5. If you can put in like one source from a journal, theological journal, or a magazine, or maybe a book review. Any kind is fine, as long as you also included the sources, like the main source, the book. I will be fine. You can do 5 books, or 4 books and 1 journal, or 1 book review and then 4 other books, and then use the same books to do MLA, to do APA, and then to do it Chicago style.
Oh, okay, that's so much
အဲ
better.
အကဲခါခေါ်နေကိုညာဒို
Yeah.
မဆအဒိုလက်ခီမီနီတခွတရလဲယတိုလိုကဒါကိဒါနေရှိကတူကဒါကေနဒါသေစကလာလဲနမဆကိပါလာဒီအင်လာလကေအဝဲအညောလောပါမှုဖလဲနမီမနီနေနေ but Tidalos we see the difference between APA, MLA, and Chicago manual style. And so we can see all this citation when the year come before, and this other citation requires we put the date and time later, so we can see the difference in each style. And our research kind of research kind
Yes, I can see the course timetable, not the actual.
How about the research process?
No.
Oh, you don't? Then I'm going to stop sharing and then do it again. So there are these are the 7-step model. The first step, deciding what to research. So, for example, when you were going to talk about, what were you going to talk about? Did you decide
Yeah.
to do your church?
So I decided to do the role of woman in ministry, and even that was like such a broad topic. So I've narrowed it down to like research about the role of women in the church.
Yes.
So specifically in my current, like in the contemporary church right now, but like I've been looking at sources that go way back. Maybe I have a little bit of like a review of literature of like the early church and then link it back to the current church.
Right. Did you find anything in the early church, like women in leadership or women in?
I found some sources that I've read about, like Daughters of the Church, Woman in Church. There was a few books that I like that I've been reading.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited to read your paper next week. So the first thing is deciding what to research, formulating a research problem. That's the first one. The second one is conceptualizing a research design. And so planning how to conduct the study. And then you know what you're doing because you were saying you were looking for sources in the early church. And so step 3 will be constructing an instrument for data collection. And then step 4, selecting a sample. And then step 5, writing a research proposal. And then step 6, collecting data. And then step 7, processing and displaying data. Questions or whatever you have found from interviewing or reading or researching. And then the last part is, this last step is writing a research report. And that's it. That's all I want to share. I'm not going to go into the detail because I think we know, you know what you're doing.
I have looked at the textbook. I actually bought the textbook, this book, and then I've been reading through it and it was like a lot of information. But so for my research paper, do you want me to go through those 8 steps?
I think you are doing it unconsciously already. You didn't you may not have time to read the book, but you are doing it by looking at different books and Did you do interview too or no?
Not yet. Maybe I was thinking I'll interview. Well, the only person I know is my mom. So yeah, I'll make an appointment with her and then go through my research paper with her and talk about it with her. And then, if is that okay if I use my mom?
Yeah, of course, of course, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a research paper, I think as long as we don't copy somebody else's work, we will be fine. Like it will be very original if you do it yourself and then you interview your mom or women leaders or ordinary members who have opinions on women in leadership. I think I don't know what your questions are, like the data that you have, but I think you will be fine.
I
Uh,
think
yeah, yeah. Me?
yeah. So my question was researching the role of women in church.
Yes.
Oh, is that still too broad? I can say in a contemporary church.
Yes. Or you can, to be very specific, you can even put your mom's church. Um, so that we became really specific. We are talking about this church, but then we gave background from what we have learned from the past in the early church, how people view. I'm just saying it as an example. I don't know what you were going to say, but this is how we picture women in leadership in the past, in the early church thousands of years ago, and then you have something to say about that, or you started with this is what I'm going to say, and then opposition, like some have very strong opinions on like not wanting women to be in leadership, and then there could be a point on why they think women should not be in leadership, and then you were like, I believe in this, and so you give points, and then maybe one paragraph interviewing your mom, one paragraph um, supporting you from the source you have taken. So yeah, I think that did I give how many words?
No. And how many sauce? How many sauce was it again?
I think 5 will be fine. Yeah, 5 will be fine. Or it's totally up to you. And then you can give me the references after that, or any style you want for the paper. And then for the 3 different styles, we can only do 5 5 5. So I'm looking forward to read some activities that maybe just one line or two sentences. It doesn't have to be like paragraphs. For each intellectual humility, intellectual courage, intellectual um, autonomy, all those activities, you will just give me a few sentences. And then after that, the styles, 15 sentences. And then your paper next week. That will be all.
Right.
I'm going to expect only those 3. Mm. Yeah, it's a joy um, spending time with you, although we were quite busy in the past few months. Um, is it summer in Australia?
It's getting a little bit warmer. It's spring now.
Ah, it's in the fall. It's the fall in Canada. So I went to the eastern side of Canada. So we flew back and I got really sick when I got home. Just like when you travel to Thailand.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you have any questions? Otherwise, I'm going to conclude this class here.
Yeah, I think you cleared out a lot of my question already from the beginning with the source. I was like, because I've been doing the other assignments, so to be honest, I haven't had a lot of time to look at your subjects. But like, I was thinking, it's always at the back of my head, like 30 source I have to do. It was like 10, 10, 10. That's like a lot. So, but now you cleared it out. So 5 sources in different style. My research paper is on the way. And the activity, yes. So I've looked at your lecture. I was like trying to, because I thought other assignments are already due. So I
Right.
was trying to finish them off like one subject
Yeah.
at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So, you can either submit it on the 27th, 28th, or the 30th. Monday is the 30th.
I think the 30th, if that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. 30th is fine. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So God bless you and thank you.
thank you, Doreen.
Ake yidim po awe ka ba tu da zoom diploma ho yite yite hita kwe da so do awe. If you have any questions after this, you can just send me messages on Messenger or email me. Then thank you so much. Bye.